think your team on top, but now we're hot and got this here on lock. Listen and watch. Don't be lollygagging while they jumping on the bandwagon.
Welcome you guys to the Bandwagon Podcast. We return. We back with the shit, bitch. That's right, and we unedited. We can say what we want. You better know that. I am your illustrious host, J Pragmatic. Make sure you follow me at J Pragmatic1. Introduced in my cast and crew, my man, my co-host. You know him as Young Promyse.
100 names, a.k.a. Run the Game. 100 names, a.k.a. Run the Game.
Run the Game.
It's like Hunger Games,
okay.
but it's when you're running the Hunger Games, right? Let me break it down for you.
Please do.
He went to college. Right, I went to college. When you hungry, right, and you running to make the plays, I'm kind of like a running back, right? Okay. You got to hit the hole.
Yep.
You know?
That'll get you arrested.
She know what I'm
that
about.
That would get you arrested unless
You
you're
know
the
what I'm
president. You
saying?
can't say
But I can't even say that because I'm
Unless you the president.
unless you're the president, you can't say it.
You can grab them by the whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
But yeah, how you doing, Prag?
I'm good, brother, man. Likewise. Welcome back.
It's always good to see you.
Always good.
You got that twinkle in your eye like you fired some people.
Hey, man, you know, stuff happens. It happens, you know.
But
You
we
gotta
still
move
got
on.
the core, baby.
You got the
The core don't go nowhere,
Don't go
baby.
nowhere.
And that's why we call it the bandwagon. You just never know.
You never know. Some jump on, some
Here
jump
today,
off.
gone today.
Good God, man.
They didn't even get 24 hours.
I'm just saying, no notice, no 2 weeks
Hey,
notice, no
man.
nothing.
Nah, we don't do that over here, man. We all about gang. We all about team and family over here.
Right.
So you either can jump on and be about that or you can't. And there's no love lost.
And
Salute.
one monkey.
Don't never stop no show.
You know it.
Better know that. And introducing our in-house comedian extraordinaire. He kind of quiet right now. Les Bless.
One name.
Les Blessington.
Listen, let me start this
What's
show
up, brother?
Because I miss my dogs, man. Shout out. R.I.P. to my dog, Stevenson, you know what I'm saying?
I really miss my
Dog.
homie.
Stevenson, we had a ride, baby.
We had a good thing going
We had a
on.
good thing going, man.
Show enough.
We had them baby hands pressing the buttons. You know?
Hey, don't talk bad about him when he ain't here.
I told him them hands was baby back then. R.I.P. to my
Man,
dog,
don't be
Stevenson.
Stevenson.
Nah, that's still the homie,
That's
man.
still
Shout
the
out
dog.
to
He'll be
him,
back. He'll be back.
No,
What?
You said that about Trigger. That was our third cameraman.
Yeah.
You said that about Figure. That was our fourth
Giving
cameraman.
them history.
He said that about Quicker. That was our sixth cameraman.
Let's say this,
Yeah,
though.
it has happened.
Yeah.
Look at Corey's face.
Oh, Corey, we ain't mean nothing by that. We ain't mean
Oh,
nothing by
Corey.
Our current camera.
And for the record, Corey, you Sep Tigger. Nigga, that's the seventh cameraman. So,
that. Seven's a charm.
yeah,
It is. It's gotta be it.
That's
Well,
the number of completion.
Can I say something?
Yeah. It is. What's up, bro?
Now, have y'all noticed everybody you sprinkled went on to do great things?
They would have, hey, I can
That's
tell you this,
sauce, man.
Corey.
You know what I'm saying?
You might, Sep Tigger, you might leave.
This a
But
fact.
since you jumped in,
Man.
you probably gonna go on and we got somebody that worked for Tyler
Shouts
Perry
out to my
now.
man Endo.
We got somebody
Endo,
that like, they go on and do major things.
Pakashi.
Shouts out to Pakashi.
Yeah.
We had another one.
I know Endo. He's
Endo
traveling
smelling like
with Gunna.
Aldo.
He's traveling with Gunna. He's
Yeah, he with Gunna now.
What was Buddy's name with the drums and shit? He
We actually had one of the real goats.
was he?
And we had Good Eye.
Facts. We had good eye media.
we've
Yeah.
had several.
Like you said, everybody has went on to
They went on to major things,
Still
so, hey,
doing
man.
stuff, still working.
Yeah.
Salute to
We've
everybody.
had
So it's the hell of a lunch. This launch pad McQuack right
Yeah.
here.
It's the bandwagon, baby. You know how we do.
We've had several beautiful ladies.
That's a fact. That's
But
a fact.
yeah.
Some things work, some things don't.
Hey man.
I will not, I shall not, I can't. I can't.
You shan't.
We still love all of you.
Yes, we do, man. The Bandwagon. Make
From
sure you're
afar.
following us at the Bandwagon Radio. At the Bandwagon Radio. We're going to go ahead and crank things up. Throw our first topics out there, all right? All right, so all the smoke. Pop Smoke killed in alleged home invasion. How much of
Hold on, man,
this
it's a special
negative
guest.
attention?
Oh yeah, we
can-
got a special guest.
Oh, I didn't know I
He
thought
got
you
a
wanted
special
to be
guest.
on.
He right there.
He
The
said
microphone
he
is right there.
He said
Put
he
it
didn't
down
want to
here.
be
No, don't go nowhere. I see him moving.
All right.
Don't
well,
do the boss
introducing our special guest.
Introducing.
He didn't have my mic on.
Yeah.
You said you didn't want to be on. I didn't know.
Put your mic on.
We're going to go
Racism.
ahead and introduce our special guest.
Light skin on light
Joining
skin.
us in the
Cram at
studio.
all time.
My man Aden is in the building.
Boss
Can I
A.
tell them how they may know you? No,
don't
we
tell me.
gotta keep
They
that
might have
secret.
saw him somewhere.
You
bro.
might have saw him somewhere.
Hey.
You just didn't know.
If there's one thing I know
just didn't
for a
know.
fact, this boy the face of the city. Oh, and you remember that.
Now that I
The
can
boy
agree
is the
with.
face of, the boy got his own money.
And when, hey,
There you go. There you go. And I think that's enough jewels right there.
Yeah, that's
you can
it.
figure it out. If you can figure it out, cool. If you can't,
You understand, you get it. If you ain't get it, that's your business.
Shouts out to the homie Aden joining us today, man, jumping on the bandwagon. We're going to go ahead and throw this first topic out
Do
there.
it.
Again, all the smoke. Pop Smoke killed in alleged home invasion. How much of this negative attention can be avoided by not flashing cash? Let's talk about it for a second. Young Promyse, I'm going to throw it to you as a retired resident.
well, wait, don't put me out the pastor
See,
just yet.
I
got some bars.
I kind of was throwing that at you to see
Yo.
what you going to do with it.
Yo,
Where we at?
Fire, hot fire, till I retire. All right, so I'm sorry.
What you think about it, Young Promyse?
Man, I feel bad for bro, man, and his family and all that, man. But I swear I've been saying this. Even let's not even go as far as the cash. I always had a problem with people, especially artists, who people may think have more money than the regular average Joe,
yeah.
posting their every move. Like I know there's promotion, I know that there's that, but all right, I'm on vacation right now. Okay, I'm going to eat this. I'm at this restaurant. I'm doing it. I just bought this car. I got this. I got that. I got this. But this is where I'm at. Like for the Jack boy, you looking? Oh, he had P.F. Chang. All right, let me go see who at his house right now. Like,
You putting out the menu essentially.
you basically giving them your whereabouts at all times. So let's get into the money and the money phone and taking pictures with all this money. What do you think the people, the jackals out there are thinking? Like, you're a mark. Like, I see you. Yeah, I see you. I'm even liking your status. I like that. I'm coming to get that. And then I saw something right before we came in here where he had posted his address.
Yeah. Well, they said that supposedly it was on the side of his bag or something.
Oh,
whether you knew it
man,
or not,
you gotta-
that it was on the side.
But
of
see,
his
you
bag.
got it's chess, not checkers, man. You got to think, what are they gonna do when I do this, or what will people who dislike me do when I do this? But I just think it's a bad look, man, and you're seeing how bad it can go. And I feel bad for him, man. That dude was a baby, man.
Yeah, I mean, he was premature in the game, just
Yeah.
really getting started.
Yeah.
Just, representing Harlem, New York. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Really just getting out there, putting himself out there. Excuse me, it was Brooklyn, actually. Brooklyn, New York, right? I apologize.
I don't know.
Again, condolences. We're going to throw things over to our special guest, my man Aden, jumping on the bandwagon. What do you think about it, man? All the smoke, Pop Smoke, gunned down in Hollywood Hills, California. What do you think about this, man? This senseless violence and, like Brett said, even just like marking, pretty much targeting.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's 100% avoidable. I feel like it's just one of those situations where it's like in our culture, particularly like hip hop culture, the more success you get, the bigger target you become.
Yeah.
And it's happened
Sad.
to several of our stars. So whether it be Biggie or Tupac, or just as recently as Pop Smoke. And he personally, I wasn't a fan, but I didn't want to see him, do something that's unreversible. Like, I wanted everybody to have success, and him included. And it's just incredibly sad when, a critical mistake is made and you can't come back from that.
You at least got to take precautions, man. I know, you're supposed to be hood or whatever, but if you're doing all that and flashing cash and all that, all the time,
somebody
you better have
watching
some security or somebody
Yeah.
watching your back.
Somebody needs to be at least be on standby.
You ain't got
on point.
surveillance.
People they overlook the check-in. Like, the check-in means something. It's
That's
not
right.
like you're checking in for your pussy. You checking in to save your life.
Be
Like,
safe.
if I'm in a situation, I'm going to a city that I don't know anybody, I got to ask a partner if they got a partner out there
Right.
that can keep us safe so we can go home, get our money, let's get the hell home. So,
Yeah.
and like what Promyse said, that Instagram and that location service, it'll get you every time.
Man, I never do that. If you see me post something, whether it's like vacation, man, I rarely post anyway. But if you see me posting like a vacation or me on the beach or something like that, nigga, that was 3 weeks ago. I'm
You already
work,
did
man.
that.
I'm
I'm
at work. You know what
You
I'm
don't miss me.
Yeah,
you gonna
ain't
kick in the door on me. I'm gone.
Right.
That's something
There will not be a
that's something you said
timestamp
to me
on mine.
earlier.
Yeah, no, I'm
That's
with
something you
you,
said
That's
to me
how I
earlier.
believe.
Yeah, man.
Let's bless. What you think about it, man?
Bless it.
And I'm gonna take a serious tone on
All
this
right,
one.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a serious
All right.
tone.
Let me see.
All right. 20 years old,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
and it's getting to that point where you almost get tired of saying R.I.P.
that's a fact.
because it was XXX Tentacion last year.
That-
and you didn't even get it was Jimmy Wapo last year. You didn't even get a chance. You didn't get a chance to see just how big XXX could have been. Pop Smoke just dropped another album last week. Last week. Like he was just on, we were talking about, he was just on the Jack Boys album a month ago. He had big records. And you couldn't go nowhere without hearing that Welcome to the Party. You couldn't go nowhere without hearing that Dior record. He had his own flow. He had put New York, like think about it, he was 20 years old, he had put New York on his back. They were starting to get that vibe back again. And you was like, man, he could be at the forefront of something special. So to see that a 20-year-old light extinguished at a young age before he could even get the game going, because his career trajectory was crazy.
That's a fact.
He had something going.
He really did. I mean, whether you liked him or not, because there were mixed reviews, of course, of him as an artist.
That's anybody now. I can respect anybody that keep coming out. If you keep giving me music, I respect that homie just off the fact that he didn't sound like anyone else.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely had his own sound.
If you got your own sound, I mean, we talk about music every day, all day. So to get somebody that had their own individual sound,
that's a win.
That's a win just because it's different and it pushes the space and it make other people start to sound like themselves.
Exactly. Being accepting of your own
self, your own sound, and
that's how we started.
Creating your own wave.
Yeah.
And then when you get that and that light get extinguished so early, man, so early, we losing. I'm tired of saying R.I.P. because there's so many. We losing too many young cats that's at the top of the game. Like he was right there knocking at the door. And a vital mistake is your address going out. A vital mistake is being on the red carpet, like I showed you the picture earlier.
Man,
you're on the red carpet with a couple $100,000. Like for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that money, as soon as you leave there, ain't no banks open at 9 p.m.
Yeah, right.
So you got to take that money home.
Yeah.
Right.
That money got to go, even if it ain't at your house, everybody think it's at your house. So you created a target.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not telling these young cats to live in fear. But I am telling them to be intelligent though. At least be smart.
Be aware that when you are craving attention, not all attention
it's not always
is
gonna
good
be a good attention.
There's gonna be some negativity. And you got to be prepared.
And you at a point where now more people would rather steal and kill to live that lifestyle than try to create it, get it out the mud, and go get it for themselves.
Right.
So and to me that's just jealousy. That's just jealousy and envy. Anything can happen. At that point, I kind of look at it and say, hey, man, if you see a dude making it, even if he ain't from where you from, and he championing the struggle, you just want to see him make it, so I'm going to protect that guy.
Right.
I ain't going to take what he got so I can have it.
No, I'm going to work with him. If anything,
let me get into your circle. Let me see what I can do. Let me steal some of that sauce and see if I can get some of that line into the money myself.
Yeah.
But now, we in a culture where they respect the people who take the drugs, and they respect the people who are stealing from you instead of getting it on their own. Yeah. People who get it for themselves, they just targets.
Well, R.I.P. to homie once again, man.
Yeah, man.
Stop the senseless violence, people. Go get your own. Stop trying to take.
No, I'm for the senseless violence. I want more senseless violence.
See?
I want more. No, don't turn me off. I want more.
Over the DJ strategy.
I want more senseless violence toward the haters.
The bandwagon.
I'm hater eliminating. I'm killing all haters this year.
Welcome you guys back to the Bandwagon Podcast. Make sure you follow us at the Bandwagon Radio, all right? That's the whole network. You follow the whole squad, the whole team, and what we got going.
I'll be there.
From the streets to the airwaves. Straight like that, all right? Throwing things over to my man Les Bless. He's got our next topic.
I wanted to ask you guys, with the entrepreneurial spirit at an all-time high.
This nigga just said entrepreneur. Go ahead, bro.
At an all-time high in our community, how do you guys feel about the independent hustle that's going on in the music industry as a whole? Like now, so many guys are making it without record labels, creating their own record label. How do you feel about the pleasures of a major label compared to the pleasures of getting all the money but doing all the work on your side as an independent artist? As an independent
man.
I love this.
Throwing it out to our artists.
Right, I'm not retired.
Our resident artists.
For all of you out there, I still got a
see,
pen right here full of ink, all right? Maybe I don't want to be out front, but that's a shameless plug, all right?
There you go.
But I love it
Writer.
for two reasons.
Okay.
One, it it gives the artist or the business owner or the entrepreneur a greater appreciation for when they accumulate all that stuff. If you did all the work, you're gonna appreciate it like hell once you get to the bag. Whereas if you were a major label and they're doing everything, I've seen a lot of people get spoiled or a sense of entitlement, like they owe you. Like, no, actually you owe us, nigga. We putting all the money in.
We fronting you.
Right. Yeah. Like if you could do it on your own, you wouldn't need us. So that's the reason number 2. Like you're showing that you can cut out the middleman, the front man. You can be all the men at the same time. Now it's gonna be hard work, and you're gonna need a hell of a team with you. Because I'm not saying you can do it on your own. No. But if you got a solid team, like let's take Bandwagon for instance.
Hey.
We've had obstacles, we've had roadblocks, we've had shady people, we've had it all.
This is true.
But at the end of the day, the 3 of us have been here for years and years and years.
And we ain't going
Think about this. The people who tagged on or jumped on the bandwagon, you see what I did there? The people that jumped on and they didn't appreciate the shit. We've been there before we had a name, bro.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we still rolling to this day. Like, nothing stops the train. Because we all know what we're trying to do. But if you're doing all that stuff yourself, man, you're gonna really appreciate what all your hard work got you. And you'll be less likely to do something dumb to mess it all up. You know what I'm saying? Whereas at major label stuff, man, I've just seen it turn artists into like spoiled kids almost. And you rarely see that. Now, there is a chance you'll see that on the other side because they be like, you can't tell me shit because I've done everything.
Yeah.
Like, the reason I don't really fuck with Kanye like that, but what really makes me like him, he was talking that same shit before anybody gave him a chance. So now that he's the guy, you can't tell me that. You made a song about it. Nigga, you can't tell me nothing.
I was already telling y'all.
I've been telling
y'all before I made it.
I've been telling you. I was wearing pink polos. Y'all was giving me hell. Now everybody in pink. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I love the entrepreneurial, how you say it?
Entrepreneurial spirit.
Entrepreneurial spirit. Entrepreneurial, I went to college, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the entrepreneurial spirit that out there. Cause
let me save you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
We're going to throw things over to my man.
I'm doing good.
Jumping on the bandwagon. What you think about it, Aden?
Man, I feel like
the importance of the majors versus being indie.
Man, I see it both ways. I see it, one, let me back up. The majors, I feel like the majors is like this. I feel like if you can get into a situation, if you put enough equity in on your own, and you can manage to get a manageable expiration date, then go for the majors. Because if you look at a lot of the people who went from the majors and they went independent, there's a lot of money that they come and get and they collect due to those marketing dollars that the majors put out there. But on the independent side, though, keeping your rights, that's where it's at.
Yes.
Like, people don't understand, like, man, it's a lot of money to be made in this game in owning your masters. Owning your publishing.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying?
Did he drop some jewels?
No, he's saying words.
Right there.
Them hard words to say now.
You can protect yourself if you own a lot of these things. Like, you don't have to get into like a deal where you give them your masters in exchange for a royalty rate. You can come in as a partner and split the revenue 50-50, or in some cases it might go 75-25. Like, we did a deal recently where the guy, you know, the upfront money was definitely good money, but his back end split was impeccable. So I feel like, you know, that's where people got to realize, okay, cool, like, what am I looking to get out of this situation, and what leverage do I have?
Leverage.
That's a key word.
If you got 100 fans and 100 or less than 1,000 streams on all your songs, then you might want to stay independent because there's no major record label that's willing to take a gamble on that. But if you have some success and some things going for you, then you may want to at least listen to what the majors got to say, and then take that back and just know, okay, cool. If they're willing to give me $1 million, they probably gonna make 10 off of me. So let me work a little bit harder, get that number up to 2, 3, 4, 5, $6 million. So that way, okay, cool. If y'all gonna give me 6, and I know I'm worth 10, okay, cool. I give y'all 4, but at least I get some game and I get, you know, that $4 million in marketing on the back end.
That was a great way to break that down there, by the way, brother.
That's a boss.
Brother Aden jumping on the bandwagon, giving jewels, giving game to all the artists out there. Be aware, man. Sometimes it's just about weighing pros and cons. That's essentially what we all saying.
Yeah.
Pros and
Risk
cons
versus reward.
That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? In some situations, it might be worth it to take a deal from a major, depending on how that structure is set up. Now, again, like brother said, it might be better off in certain situations for you to stay independent and just reap the benefits from the top. You know what I'm saying? The whole bag, as much as possible. So, just investigate what works for you. Les, do you want to bless it real quick?
Bless
Hey,
it.
man, let me explain.
Because I think he hit on a lot of key points.
Yeah, he touched the key points. Let me explain something to you. Me being a part of the machine, be ignorant. Be ignorant. Be ignorant and give me all your publishing. Let me own your masters.
I'll be the master.
Yeah, I'll be the master, and I'll make sure you get your slight piece. If you are willing to fight and
Those are
kill,
those savage moments.
if you able to kill over these crumbs, I take all the loaves and slices that you willing to give me, brother.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
And
I'm-
that's the label's point of view.
That's all the label's
Hey,
telling you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to know this coming in, bro.
Yeah, if you
So you can't be mad at it.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
You'll learn.
They just
one way.
doing business. You can't
The
be mad on
word,
the
the
back
word nigga do not mean black. The word nigga mean ignorant.
Right.
If you willing to be ignorant, regardless of your race,
Regardless of your
creed,
race, color.
ethnicity, how you was
And the
raised,
key phrase is willing.
you're willing to be ignorant.
freely-
I
you're
had,
freely
hey man,
given.
I had a guy one time say to me, "Hey man, I really don't like to read." You know what I'm saying? Well, brother, since you don't like to read, I read it for you.
I'll read
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Sign right here. Sign right there. I'm gonna make sure you well taken care of, all right? I'm gonna make sure you take care of to the best of my leftover money ability. After I done put my money away, sock my money up and put everything to the side, you sign right here. And I'm gonna 7 for me, 7 more for me. And you remember how Buzz Bunny?
Yeah.
1 for me, 1, 2, 3 for me.
1, 2,
3 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me. 5 for you. I can do that all day and make sure that you listen. When you work with less industry, I'm gonna make sure you gain weight. You know what I'm saying?
Like Suge
I'm
Knight right
gonna make sure your girl gonna have the best bags.
Right.
You know, all
You
that
have
shit,
all the trendy
all that
shit.
shit that depreciates.
So all the stuff that just looks good. You
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna get you a Hellcat. I'm gonna get you a money phone. I'm gonna get you everything to let niggas know you bought.
Rapper started.
All the rappers started kicking. I'm gonna go to the
kicking.
Migos Instagram page. I'm gonna pick you out 4 or 5 real nice. Shout out to Zay. I'm gonna pick you out 4 or 5 real nice outfits. I'm gonna get you right in there.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna blow your whole budget up. I promise you.
Oh my goodness. There it is, man. So go ahead and sign with Less Enterprises.
Yeah,
if you want.
If
And get
Less
a
Enterprises is
Suge
out
Knight
there,
deal.
because I'm giving you that's all the label doing.
Right.
That's all the label doing. So hey, let me tell you, wanna know who ain't going broke? Fuck baby. Slim ain't gonna never go broke.
Oh no, ever.
Oh, no.
You wanna know why Slim ain't gonna never go broke?
Right.
Because he in the background.
That's right. And he saved.
Baby go out there, wear the jewelry, buy the cars, give them whatever they want.
Buy.
Give them whatever they want. You know what the word of the day is? Publishing.
Yes.
Masters.
Yeah.
Merchandise.
Merchandising. Ownership.
That's what we want to
If I see your music and it ain't got the C next to it,
Oh, yeah.
then you being taken advantage of.
There you go. There you go. And that's Jules right there, man, from the Bandwagon. Jump on at the Bandwagon Radio, all right? We're going to throw things over to my man, DJ Strategy. We'll be back in a minute.
I
This
want
is
your
the
man.
Bandwagon. See y'all in a minute.
I got
Listen
this.
and watch. Don't be lollygagging while they jumping on the band.
Welcome everybody back to the Bandwagon. Make sure you jump on at the Bandwagon Radio. Shouts out to my man DJ Strategy at Strat Dollar. Make sure you follow my DJ. We're throwing our next topic out there on the table. When do you know it's time to walk away from a relationship or a business?
When it's
venture?
hemorrhaging. Hemorrhaging. Right?
We're going to talk about some real stuff for a moment, though. All right?
Uh-oh.
So in our personal lives, when do you know when it's time to walk away from something? Whether it's a relationship, a business venture, a partnership, anything of that nature. How do you know when it's that time? I'm going to throw it over to our special guest jumping on the bandwagon this evening. My man Aden jumping on. What's going on, bro? What do you think about it, man? When do you know it's time, like, for yourself? When does it strike you as a moment like, you know what, I need to move. I need to leave for myself?
Man, when you start going through the motions, shout out Northside Rocky. Me singing Northside Motions available everywhere. Music
That's
streams,
right.
all platforms.
That's
On all
right.
platforms.
No.
It's a really dope video on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, go
Check it out. Go get it. Northside Rocky Motions. Follow him on Instagram at Northside Rocky, Twitter at Northside Rocky, Facebook at Northside Rocky.
Right.
YouTube at
YouTube.
Northside Rock.
Northside Rocky.
Going through the motions.
Yeah, when you go through the motion, I feel like we're walking away. in some cases, shit, when you can afford to. Like, some folks be stuck in relationships because they don't really have nowhere else to go. Me personally, I don't have that obstacle. You know, I mean,
over here.
No, I mean, no, it's the same with business and it's the same with relationships.
No, that's a fact. That's why I wanted to address this question, because I feel like it really goes across the board.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of niggas that's stuck in relationships they can't afford to leave. Like, it's partners, not partners, it's acquaintances of mine. They're like, yeah, man, old girl take care of everything, man. When I was fucked up, I was like, well, all right, then,
So you still fucked up,
Right, I'm
She
still
running
fucked up.
it. She running it.
But I go home and kiss her mouth down south.
and then they go cheat on me.
Well,
They gonna lose the whole empire.
That's willing ignorance.
that's literally called fucking up the bag.
Right.
Definitely gonna fuck up the bag.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yo, Promyse, what you think about it, man? What do you know when it's time to walk away from a relationship or business situation?
You know what, Prag? I'm glad you asked me that.
You sound like this one been on your heart.
Yeah, it's been on my heart. You know when it's time to leave, when you feel it in your undercarriage. You know what I'm saying? When you feel it in your loins.
Yeah, that means balls.
Right,
That means balls. Undercarriage means balls.
We just try to be a little more creative.
Yeah, that's just, we just ain't gonna say nuts. You know what I'm saying?
say testicles.
Yeah, we don't say testicles.
But when you feel, basically what I'm saying is when you get that gut, you gotta develop a level of discernment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your gut feeling. When the shit feel wrong, it could be taking your money. But you know, if you listen to anybody's story as far as like them shooting for their dreams or taking their shot, you know what I'm saying, shooting their shot, they're gonna tell you about struggles and I had to do this and I was going through a tough time and you know I didn't pay my rent this time because I was investing in that. I mean, that's cool. But there is a level. You got to have a hard line. You ever bought a car?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you go in there and you be like, I'm not going past this
this
price. I don't
bottom
give a
line.
crap. I don't care what he say. I'm going to try to Jew him down. Oh, I can't say that.
No, please, whatever you do. Oh, microphone stopped working. You can't. One thing you can't say.
The power went out. That's just a phrase I heard somewhere. but what I'm saying is, you just gotta have. You gotta know when to fold them.
Did he say that for real?
And know when to. What? I told y'all I ain't been out the office in a while, man.
That boy ruthless.
My PC level done went down dramatically. You know what I'm saying?
We are.
I called somebody. I ain't gonna tell you what I called.
God, no more.
Right. But basically, what I'm saying is, when it's hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
You know, for those who don't know, that's me. If you ever hemorrhaging, your blood is coming out faster than you can stop it. You know what I'm saying?
It's pumping blood.
So let's say instead of blood is money, or time, or energy, or mental health. Like once that stuff starts depleting to the point where it's affecting you, you might want to cut ties. You just might. Yeah. And that's true for business or relationship. Because I was dating this chick one time. Right?
Okay. Give us a little,
She was about 300.
Oh. Well, she ain't a real lady unless you're 280.
You know what I'm saying? She just cook a hell of a meal, fix a hell of a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Do something nasty to you.
Sucking and suck in the cash app.
But once it got to the point where, you know, you going through drama and, you know, one day you're talking to me, the next day you ain't, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. And you said at some point you just got to say, you know what, fuck it, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.
Let me show you when you got that high squeal when you were talking.
That's when you're lying. Okay. Right. I ain't say fuck it, baby. You know what I'm saying? But my actions did, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Let's bless. What you think about it, man? Bless it.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I only got one rule when it comes to either one. I had a job and I had an old lady. And it played out the same exact way.
Tell it.
I trust my gut more than anything. So if I'm somewhere and I'm sitting in the car and I don't want to go inside to deal with whatever it is. I had a job previous to this working for an employer. And I would sit outside in the parking lot and look at the building.
Was that when you was working at the Bean?
Oh, no. No. It's the smell in there. I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
But I would sit out there and just look at the building. And I would be late on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be like, man, maybe if I just wait 15 more minutes, they'll 5.
Right.
And I walk in and, hey, man, we were waiting on you.
come on in.
Yeah, good
Damn,
to see
you happy to have me here late?
Yeah.
And I was dating a woman, beautiful woman. Lord, bitch love me, man. You know what I'm saying? Get me some chicken and some pretzels. Bitch love me. Man,
His face.
dog,
Bitch love
I'm
me.
trying to tell you, man. And I started dreading the bitch. We lived up on the 3rd floor, man, nice spot. You remember that?
The longest walk.
Man, I would look at the apartment and be like, oh, this bitch might be asleep. The lights off. Then all of a sudden, clink. Oh, bitch, why you in the bathroom now? When you start jacking off the not fuck.
You just want to give her the
Yeah,
make
Corey.
Make her think
Right,
it's her.
Corey. That's the real. I'm giving you
that's the
grown.
Okie.
That
So
giving you
let's-
the grown man talk. I was getting socks pregnant in the high, so I
You'll
wouldn't
be
have.
triple. You don't want your automatic pilot to
That's
kick
right.
in and you get
So
hard.
let me get this right. What I'm hearing.
That's right, Prag. Socks, towels, t-shirts. I was getting everything pregnant. But her.
So it sounds like you would rather sabotage a situation.
Man, I wasted a whole box of wet nips. Whole box of.
Little balled up tissue.
Hell yeah. Hey, what these ball up tissues mean? It just mean I need a nap. It just mean I need a nap.
I got a cold, baby.
Thank you. And a foot rub. I need a nap and a foot rub.
You might want to put on some gloves. When
And I would say crazy shit. Bitch, do energy paint. I would just say all of that shit. I would throw everything else I was doing but fuck.
What? Butt fuck. Oh, you said
Except fuck.
Oh, okay.
that
B-U-T fucking.
Right, not TT.
Not TT.
Right.
I think that's a way to throw it over to my man.
You brought it up, though.
I'm just letting you know, bro. I trust my gut.
My man DJ Strategy.
I trust my gut. And
We'll
follow
catch
me
y'all in a minute.
Wow.
We'll be back. Strat Dollar without. Welcome you guys back to the Bandwagon Podcast. Make sure you jump on at the Bandwagon Radio, man. The Bandwagon Network. We're crazy out here, man. The whole cast and crew. Welcome you guys back. And we got my man, he's got his own topic. My man, Young Promyse is going to introduce his new segment called Do It or Screw It. Do It or Screw It. This is the name of the new segment.
Hey,
Let me break it down.
tell you now.
Go ahead, introduce it.
I already got a preview of this topic.
Hold on now.
It's heavy,
See,
man.
so you've gotten the preview. I have.
No, this is actually to lighten it up around
Okay.
here. Y'all been talking about death and taxes and getting socks pregnant. I'm trying to lighten it up around here. All
I'm
right?
not the only one that done got a sock pregnant.
Now, if you're talking a tissue or a towel, yes. But the sock, I ain't got no socks. But listen, this is simple, all right?
Man on the budget. You know he worked cold.
Do it or screw it, all right? I'm going to just throw a topic out there, and I'm going to go around the room. It's kind of like a game show.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And you can choose one or two. Do it or screw it. Do it mean, yes, I agree. I'll do that. Screw it be like, fuck that. I ain't.
God
Yeah.
Oh, that.
That's just a nicer way of saying fuck that.
Screw it. Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Okay.
All right.
Do it or screw it. A new segment.
Do it or
right here
screw
on
it.
the Bandwagon Network.
All right, guys. Getting married before 35. Do it or screw it.
Who we doing that to first?
Everybody. Aden.
But shit, I did it. I did it. I'm happy about it.
All right. Do
That's what
it.
I'm talking. That's how you do that. That's smart.
Blair, Blair.
do it. He said
Do it
do
or screw it. Get
Well,
married before
I'm
35.
not of the age, so I have
You 45?
screw it.
Yeah.
Screw it.
All right.
All right.
Braggart.
Yeah, I'm past the age, so I guess
I thought you was
screw it
25.
on the age aspect.
So I ain't trying to start no shit now.
Oh no, I'm good.
I'm just saying.
Man,
Based
you
on
the
the
one that
age.
got to go home with people's
Based on the age.
Okay.
Okay. So we
I
got
can't say nothing on the age.
He ain't no good
Outside of the age, yeah, at some point.
I did it. I did it. It didn't quite work out.
Okay, so you did it.
I did it, but I screwed it. You know what I'm saying? So I said, do it. And then by the year in, I screwed it. You know? But I'm about to try it again. Roll them dice again, baby. Clickety clack.
So you about to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Before 45.
All right. Okay, so before 45.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there in a couple of months. All right, we got that one. All right.
All right, next one.
In this hypersensitive culture that we live in, all right, being mindful of what you say, making sure you don't offend anyone. Do you do it? Or you say, fuck that, screw it, I'm going to say what I want.
Oh, that's the question. Okay.
Let's play.
Oh, I
Screws
screwed
it. I screws it twice, and I screw it 4 times on Sunday.
All right, let's
I
go.
say whatever the fuck I want every day.
Yeah.
And I go twice as hard because the Lord say rest on the Sabbath. So I go twice as hard. So I say screw it twice every day, and on the seventh day I double.
You say I ain't fixing his mouth to say it.
I wish I would. I screws it.
Aden, do it and screw it.
I screws it wrong.
Do you be mindful of what you? Are you mindful of what you say so you don't offend people?
As I grow older, I'm becoming more unapologetic. So I would say,
you screwing it.
screw it. Yeah.
Prag,
So you screwing it?
Prag, I already know what your answer is, because you a fine nigga.
No, Prag do it. He do it. He's very.
Are you politically correct?
He's very politically correct.
I do it.
He throw
I
out.
do it.
Listen,
I
this
do
man.
it.
you're a boss.
I'm a boss,
Yeah,
man.
you're a
I
boss.
gotta.
But he throw out disclaimers like,
Hey.
the views and opinions of
Views and opinions
You're right.
of the cast and crew are
You're
not
right.
those of the Bandwagon Network necessarily.
You're right.
All I'm saying, let me explain now. Let me explain.
Yeah, explain.
So, okay, I'm in a different positioning of networking on behalf of the overall goal and team. Now, we got henchmen on the team
Right.
that I can say
Are
screw
you
it
pointing at
through.
me? I'm the henchman.
I got henchmen that I can say screw it
Oh
through.
yeah, man.
You dig what I'm saying?
I saw Expressive knock a
So-
woman over on some ice. It was an old lady walking on some ice. Expressive.
It's expressing
With a real deep voice. Get out the way, old bitch. I heard it.
Out
do
my
it.
way,
So
man.
that's
Out
what
the
I'm
way,
saying.
old
Like,
bitch.
I personally may do it, but then I send the homies to screw it.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, that sounds like a
That makes
gangbang. All right. Of course, I always watch what I say. I would never say anything remotely offensive to anyone, so I do it.
You do it.
Yeah, Promise
Yeah,
is
you,
Switzerland.
he's square.
He's new
square.
He's
He's square.
I'm twisted.
He's corporate.
All right, next one.
But Promise, me and Promise ain't that different.
Oh no, I know.
You talking about a young?
Behind
You know
closed
what it
doors.
is? You know what it is?
Uh-oh.
Les is the young version of me.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
See,
So-
you're more nowadays because you're more mature.
Yeah,
You bite your tongue a little
I was
bit.
that
He has a
guy.
family. He has
I
a
got my ass
family.
whipped a couple times.
See, that's me too. So
And
for
now
those
I'm
reasons, I got to do it,
Yeah.
and then I send the troops to screw it.
Yeah, I saw your
I
baby the
delegate.
other
I
day.
delegate to screw it.
It's 17 of y'all. You got to set an example for 17 people. Yeah, you got
All right, so I wrote this before we even did the show. It's kind of eerie how it
Oh wow.
ties into post your every move on social media.
Wow,
Do you
no.
do it?
Screw it. Screw it 3 times.
Screw it. Everybody
screw it all the time.
Screw it.
Screw it.
Screw it. Yeah.
Y'all better screw it out there, listeners. Goddamn.
I
You see what just
operate
happened.
like a criminal.
All right.
Yeah.
So-
I'm low key. I don't want
I
you to
post
know how to
nothing.
move.
All right, so this is not me taking a shot at any of you cool guys, because there was a famous moment on this show where I had on some daddy shoes, and let me say for the
Oh, that
record,
was famous.
this before they were cool. Because you remember you said, "What are those?" And we all had a good laugh, right?
Facts.
Maybe 2 years later, everybody wearing them fucking shoes.
Oh, yeah.
They just got a different name on them. Okay, go to my next topic.
All right.
Staying up to date with trendy brands and styles. Do you do it, or you? See, I can't really say that because all y'all jade out and
Yeah, but that don't.
I see
don't-
Jordans.
I'm still a screw it on that.
Look, I got some Prestos
Like,
that about 125 years old. You see that?
What are those?
Wait a minute.
Rewind moment.
I wrote this for we.
Yeah, I feel you.
I ain't know what y'all was gonna be wearing.
That's all.
But I'm saying, okay. So basically, what I'm saying is, do you guys care about that? Are you very mindful of what's considered
It depends
cool?
on the circumstance, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Depending on where I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If it's a red carpet event, then yeah, I gotta kind
Yeah,
of
put on a
be a
dress
little more
code and something,
mindful.
you know.
Yeah, of what I'm wearing. Now, however, the average day, every day, I don't really.
Hey
worry about
man,
it,
not
the
for
most
nothing.
part.
Me and you got a pic floating out there where we look cool as a motherfucker. We was at one of them award shows. It was me, you. He didn't show. It was me, you, and one of our former hosts.
Oh, I
But
think
we
I saw
looked.
that.
So you were
Yeah,
suited.
yeah,
I just had on like a
yeah,
fedora
yeah,
and a tank
yeah,
top or
yeah.
some shit. You know?
And you see, he was over there
Yeah,
frowning up his face.
He wasn't there.
he's-
Yeah, he ain't show.
What?
All right,
Do it or screw it.
do it or screw it with fashion trends.
Man, I'm
What's hot?
big, man.
What that mean, dog?
They-
They
they
got big
don't-
and tall in the Balenciagas.
No, they don't. No,
That
they
sound
don't.
like a big and tall.
It's squeezing
Right?
Yeah, I ain't squeezing.
All
So
right.
no, I ain't got it.
So,
All right.
so
I
screw
can't
it.
I'm not physically capable.
Okay, so
Yeah, y'all
screw it.
know I'm screwed.
You'll never see me in a lifestyle run.
Look, I got on
What you
fatigues and a polo shirt, and the polo is knockoff. I'm saying polo as in not brand, but style.
Style of shirt.
I got some polo now. Don't try to play with me
You got
now.
another logo on there.
You know what
You
I'm
don't got the man on the
I go
horse.
to Belt get the $17.99. You know what I'm saying? Look, just the same. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of logo you got?
Ain't no logo.
Yeah,
You can't get no fake ass logo now. You either get the real thing or nothing at
I
all.
saw a dude, man, it had a bunch of horses around a card table one time. I said, well, what the hell that is?
Listen, you know
I ain't no
what
horses
the,
play
you know what
cards.
the, right? Do you know what the knockoff polo logo look like?
No.
Like the nigga really playing polo.
It's a ball on there.
He got the
It's a
ball on
assassin.
there. He got the medal
Polo
and
assassin
everything.
or
I got that
something.
shit.
Yeah, Polo
Hey.
Association.
Association.
That fit my budget better than the real thing, baby. All right, next, doing business with friends and family. Do it or screw it.
Oh man. That's kind of oof.
It's kind of weird because I consider y'all family, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I felt weird when I was writing the question.
I think
it's
that's a
good
50-50 though. That's kind of. I think that's a case by case.
Yeah, I did it both ways.
So
Yeah.
do it
Do it
sometimes
and screw it.
Do it and screw it.
Do it and screw it. You know what I'm saying?
Do it and screw it.
I do it and screw it.
All right, last two.
Okay.
And this kind of ties into what we were talking about. Sign a record deal with Cash Money or Bad Boy. Do it or screw it. Guys, industry guys.
Aden, I'm gonna throw that
Boy,
over to
quiet
Aden
as a
first.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna throw that to Aden.
If Drake ain't got no problems.
Oh, that's your answer?
That is true.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's under Young Money.
Hey, but I.
Oh, is that Young Money and
Oh,
Cash
that's
Money?
cash money.
That's Cash
I
Money.
mean, well,
with
Cash
Eric
Money, of
Company.
course, is going to eat off of it. Yeah.
But me personally, I mean, I would.
Ooh, never heard
Right.
What's your
never heard
words?
the setup. I didn't know you had that one in there.
The views
Nah,
and
I-
opinions.
No, I wouldn't be looking to sign with no third party company. You know what I'm saying? Like if I needed to do a deal, is it still recording?
Yeah, it's still recording.
If I was looking to do a deal, I would try and do it straight with the company.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's
See,
almost
y'all
like,
got the insider.
Yeah, well, I'm not
Like-
signing under the umbrella.
like, if I
go
got
get it.
if I gotta hand you, you know what I'm saying, 21s or 100 ones right now, I gotta hand it through Lance. He gonna take a couple off the top.
Yeah, I got to tax it. You know what I'm saying?
I used to have a fat homeboy, man.
Oh.
Shout out to Kurt. Shout out to Kurt. Kurt had to really.
Fat home.
Yeah.
He ain't fat no more.
No,
y'all
which
ain't
one
homeboys
changed?
no more.
Which one changed?
I mean, no, he's still my man. We just
He
moved in
just
different
ain't fat.
spaces.
No. Yeah, he ain't fat.
But Kurt used to have a rule. If Kurt drove to the restaurant, right, this motherfucker would grab, he would get in the drive-thru, he would drive, grab your bag and be like, fry tax, nigga.
Oh,
And
yeah!
fries.
Yeah.
And then hang your bag. And you would be looking like, fry tax, I beat your
Look,
motherfucking ass.
no, I swear I grew up with that too. I'll tell you another tax. Y'all passing the L in the cipher, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta
Oh,
pass.
yeah.
Hey man, get us the tax.
Let me get that. Let me get that.
Nigga, it ain't your turn to hit it.
Let me get
Tax.
that.
Black and mild.
You
tax.
trying to pass it to somebody else?
That was back in our struggling days, you know, before you could afford your own Robert Jones, you know what I'm saying? We call it Robert Jones because it was a black nigga we used to. That's neither here nor there. I should have said that on, is this on tape?
Yeah. You know this is on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I gotta work on my filter.
Yeah, man. What's the last?
That's
That's a real person.
And the last one but not least, guys.
And he was real cool, so he was black as hell and real cool. So Black and Mild was Robert Jones.
Man, don't keep saying it. Don't keep saying it.
You're right.
All right. And last but not least, goddamn it, are we jumping on the bandwagon? Do it or screw
You
it.
better do it, goddamn.
Do it.
You better do it. You better do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. So that was rhetorical. The last one was rhetorical. But yeah, see, that could be, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, good job. We like that. All
I be
right.
sitting there, I be
Do it
thinking
or
about
screw
shit,
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Newest segment. Young Promyse, newest segment.
And that's
we
sober,
applaud
you know
you,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Thank you.
And that was on sober time.
Yeah, that's sober. I ain't even went to the house and, you know.
Okay. So we can imagine what you're gonna come up with. By next week, we can imagine what you're gonna come
Oh,
up with.
Man,
I
let me
got
tell
some
you.
shit's coming up. You know what I'm saying?
When people figure out what you call it, when you figure out what you call it, I didn't even get to the house and what you call it. When people start figuring out what you call it, that's gonna be like when white folks figured out what skeet meant.
Yeah, right.
Boy,
Like, hold on, that
hey,
means
man, what's
what?
going on? Skeet, skeet, skeet.
When you hear white folks say skeet, I'd be like,
Get him to HR. Get him.
As soon as y'all figure it
my
out, when he was like, I get to the house and what you call it, man, I be straight. What you call it?
Yeah, what you call it?
yeah. Oh man, we're gonna wrap this thing up on that note right there. On behalf of the whole cast and crew, this is the Bandwagon. Make sure you jump on again at the Bandwagon Radio. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it down my cast and crew. Let them close out. Y'all Promyse.
All right,
How can they follow you?
names. You can follow me
100
on
names.
the Instagrams. I am on there as Young Prom 100. YOUNGPROM 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you on Facebook, you know you gotta say it. If you on Facebook, promise you, man, I'm on there with all the old
That's
people.
simple. There it is. Jumping on the bandwagon, our guest, Aden. You want to tell them how they can follow
Northside
you?
Rocky,
Yeah,
nigga.
you can follow Northside Rocky.
There you go.
All the followers you can
Plug.
get.
There you go.
Go through the
Northside
motions.
Rocky on Instagram, Northside Rocky on Twitter, Facebook. Motions, new single came out Friday. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. We're getting great feedback from it. It's looking to do big numbers.
Outstanding production from Sean the First.
Sean the First, like back like he left with something. Like Jesse made it up.
Hey, First got some
got some heat,
humongous.
too.
I know.
I'm talking about like humongous first singles coming out on
Yes.
some of your, your
favorite artists.
artists.
There it is.
Back like
Once we get off camera, so y'all
just
understand.
got a phone call today saying that they cleared it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's
let's
get
do
it.
that.
More Carolina heat coming. That's all that means.
Yes, indeed.
All right, Les Blessington. How can they follow you, bro?
Listen, man, I can be followed at Pornhub. You can catch me at X Video. You know what I'm talking about? Catch me. Yeah, I'm at Christian Mingle. I'm at Farmers Only. That's the bitch.
You been on that one.
Daisy Dukes and flannel shirts. You know what I'm talking about? Them my old cowboy boots, ready to scoot. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Them my girl. Ladies. I'll take you all on 280 and crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got motion.
There it is, man. You can follow him at Green Screen Comedy to be exact. Yours truly, you can follow your illustrious host at J Pragmatic 1. Again, jump on at the Bandwagon Radio. We appreciate you guys, and we'll catch y'all on the next go round. We out here.
Peace.
X videos, xnxx.com. Catch me in Bang Bros. You catch me anywhere. I like Bang Bros. I like my porn with a script. Yes, my shit got to be Spike Lee joints.
Think your team on top, but now we're hot and got this here on lock. Listen and watch. Don't be lollygagging while they jumping on the bandwagon.